Listen carefully, Leonidas. Xerxes conquers and controls everything he rests his eyes upon. He leads an army so massive it shakes the ground with its march, so vast it drinks the rivers dry. All the god king Xerxes requires is this: a simple offering of earth and water, a token of Sparta's submission to the will of Xerxes. Submission? Well, that's a bit of a problem. See, rumor has it that the Athenians have already turned you down, and if those philosophers and boy lovers have found that kind of nerve, we must be diplomatic, sire. And of course, Spartans have the reputation to consider. Choose your next words carefully, Leonidas. They may be your last as king.
That was the silliest.
Wait, I'm not done yet.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
There was no
that was the
thumbs up
longest
yet.
pause.
There was
That
no
was the
thumbs up.
longest pause. I'm sorry. Continue.
Madman! You're a madman! Earth and water. You'll find plenty of both down there. No man, Persian or Greek, no man threatens a messenger. You bring the crowns and heads of conquered kings to my city steps. You insult my queen. You threaten my people with slavery and death. Oh, I've chosen my words carefully, Persian. Perhaps you should have done the same. This is blasphemy. This is madness. Madness. This is Sparta! Boom!
Is that what they sounded like? Yep, exactly what they sounded like. Going into battle and dying, it was the Wilhelm scream from all fronts.
That was the silliest Leonidas I've ever heard. It was like you were going between Scottish and like Brooklyn and
Listen here. We all cannot be great voice actors, okay? It's
I
very
am a great
hard.
voice actor.
It's
What are you
very
talking about?
hard to stay in a character and to keep that voice. Now, what blows my mind is when you have like a foreign actor, like an Irish guy, a British guy, and they come out as an American character, and you have no like semblance of them being from their homeland at all. Like, love that. You know who that will never work for? Arnold. Never. He will have the thickest butt accent ever, and he'll never be able to do an American accent. And that's just fact. That's just fact. He's tried in movies, but he always has to end up being like...
Yes, I'm from Dallas, Texas.
No, his character always has to be from Sweden, Germany, Lithuania, something, I don't know.
Yes, I immigrated here in the 80s.
So it's always amazing when voice actors can hide their voice, and then you've got Arnold, who cannot. He'll never be able to. Anyways, welcome back to yet another episode of Bump That episode 129. If you don't know who we are, we've got Brian in this corner.
Tonight, we dine in hell.
In San Diego. We've got KT in this corner.
what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
Wasn't it an asteroid? And I'm Ileana, your host, and we're siblings who have a love for all things nerdy, movies, video games, TV shows, all things of that sort, and decide to talk about it here on the internet with all of you people, and here you are listening. So, welcome! Guys, not only do we have quite a show for you tonight, we've also been gone because it's been holidays.
Happy holidays!
Here in the States, you know, when November comes around, us folks like to celebrate, with our families, Thanksgiving. So,
Do we like to do that?
I mean, we do every year.
It's
whether we
actually
like
like
it or not.
my one of my least favorite holidays.
You know,
Dang.
It is.
Slam.
I
Slater.
love the fall aesthetic, and I love the gathering of family and being thankful, but Thanksgiving food is not my favorite.
What are
I'm
you,
being,
psycho?
if I'm being completely honest, it's not my favorite.
It's because you're a girl. Girls.
What?
don't-
What are you
Oh,
talking about?
Okay, all right.
Listen, when
you
it comes
just
to Thanksgiving
insulted
food,
all of our listeners.
when it comes to Thanksgiving food, it's about the men. Men love turkey. They love it.
Turkey
We
is
really do.
dry.
No.
It's
No.
Depends on how you
dry.
cook it. You have to cook it the right way.
Men love
Wesley's turkey wasn't
casserole.
dry.
Get a smoked turkey. Smoke
We
the
had a
turkey.
smoked turkey.
Wesley
and
And
Wesley
it's
smoked
delicious.
3 turkeys this year.
Listen,
None
I
of them
ate
were dry.
that turkey before I fell off a chair, and
Yes.
and
Yes.
that turkey still.
But I mean, you
It
ask,
was not
you ask,
dry.
I'm
It was
telling
not
you, you
dry.
ask the average woman out there, do you enjoy eating Thanksgiving food? They're
No, I'll pass.
like,
Is that
do
what
you
they'll
have
say?
do you have a garden salad or something?
No, for me, I'm
What?
like, just stick me with the rolls and the cranberry sauce. That's all I really want for Thanksgiving.
You guys don't eat mac and cheese for
It's
Thanksgiving?
fine, but if you
Yes,
bake that
we
crap,
do.
get it out of here. Get
No,
that baked mac and cheese out.
Somebody made an unholy concoction of the Lord's macaroni and cheese, but they put freaking breadcrumbs on top of it. It was
God,
it was
don't
it
do
was
that.
Like,
Hey,
yeah, it
it's
was like
not.
Ritz crackers. It was like crushed Ritz crackers.
Seriously,
Don't
listen,
do that.
Don't do that. It's,
do
you
it.
ruins it. It's
supposed to be-
seriously.
It's supposed to be creamy and chewy, or like not
And
chewy,
gooey,
but soft.
gooey.
Okay,
gooey.
wife, who we all know is the second coming of the greatest cook of all time. She makes mac and cheese now, but she does it in one of these pot things, instant cooker thing.
Okay.
That is
A crock pot.
unbelievable. It's not a crock
A
pot. It's
pressure
not
cooker?
that. Pressure cooker. Thank you.
Okay.
And it is so dynamite that it will blow the Chick-fil-A mac and cheese away.
See, here's the
So
thing.
good.
I don't like baked mac and cheese. Okay, I grew up on Kraft and Velveeta, so we just threw that stuff in a pot and then we served it on a plate. All right.
No, I
Yeah,
really love it baked.
No.
I love it
You
baked.
get that crust on top. I don't want the
Yeah, but-
crust.
But don't put breadcrumbs.
No,
Don't put
that's-
yeah.
peppers.
That's unholy.
Don't put onions. Don't
Unholy.
try to make it nice.
Yeah.
It's-
Don't try to make
let
it
be
healthy.
what it
It's
is.
not healthy. This is meant to clog
Don't.
our arteries and just feel comforted.
Yeah.
We
Well,
want to be
Like-
hugged by our own cholesterol, okay?
Like if somebody's like they serve me mac and cheese and they're like, "Oh, I made this just for you."
Mhm.
Oh, by the way, there's some mushrooms in it. Be like, "Get the heck out of here."
You're
you
not
son of a-"
invited again. Not invited.
Pretty
to
much,
the
you
next Thanksgiving.
spit in your food and served it to me. You
Yeah.
know?
Okay.
Why
now,
the heck?
and
Why?
Here's the next question for and I'm one of them. My sweet potato casserole lovers: marshmallows or pecans?
I would say neither. Don't put either.
You're wrong.
But
You're
no, but
wrong.
if you have to go with one of them, go with marshmallows.
I would go brown sugar and butter.
No pecans, no marshmallows.
No.
I mean,
see, I wouldn't go with
marshmallows
either one.
okay, but pecans. You can't even say the name right. Pecans.
No, it's pecans. Okay.
If you can't even say it right, then forget about it. You know?
And
what
I
I
And
mean?
prefer
it's adding.
marshmallows.
No, when you add pecans, you're adding an unnecessary crunch to it, to something that's supposed to again be really creamy and smooth.
Well, I think it's
no.
fine. Nuts are a different thing than like a breadcrumb. You know, no one wants a breadcrumb. No one wants a Ritz cracker in your mac and cheese. But adding a little bit of like, it's a dessert basically, okay? And people add nuts to muffins, to cupcakes, whatever, cake. So I feel like this one is valid. You add it to yogurt and it has that same
No.
soft consistency. You
No.
add nuts to yogurt.
You do not.
You add granola. It's crunchy.
Granola, yeah, sure.
You can add nuts and granola. People add almonds.
No. No.
Macadamia nuts. Yeah.
There you go.
No, you're all insane.
Chocolate
Yogurt
chips.
is
Chocolate
yo-
chips.
No, yogurt is meant to be again a smooth, creamy
Yeah, but
dish.
some people want a little different. I
Well,
don't know.
You don't
No.
put like fruit in it or something?
No, you just eat it straight up. Unless yeah,
Wait a
you
minute.
get it like pre-made and it already has
Yogurt?
fruit
It's like a
in it. Yeah,
parfait.
yogurt.
Yogurt? I don't even eat yogurt. What am I talking about?
I
Yogurt's
eat
for
yogurt.
bros.
I put
again.
chia seeds and flax
Okay.
seeds. So
No.
we're healthy. Over
It is.
here.
Yogurt is a woman food.
Oh my god, shut
What
up.
is with you and your sexism?
It. What dude is eating yogurt out there like consistently, standardly?
Wesley
all
eats
the-
yogurt.
Yoplait is woman food. It is. It's
No.
All
even the
gym
way
bros
it's
just
the way
left.
it's served is in a woman container. Okay.
All
Oh
right,
my
leave a comment
gosh.
down below if you have a healthy gut because you're eating yogurt regularly. I just want to know.
Can't have yogurt. It's dairy. It makes me. Yes.
Anyways, let's move on. What's it called? Well, no, I did want to tell the one story. I did fall off a chair during Thanksgiving, and I wanted to just share that real quickly before I threw that out into the internet and then got rid of it. So, Katie has been sick recently, and while she was over at my house for Thanksgiving, she's like, Ileana, I'm dying. Do you have some medicine for my cough? I'm like, yo, I got you, dude. I got you. I'll go get you some medicine.
Wait, don't try to blame this on me.
I was getting you medicine, and I'll blame it on myself. I was too short to reach my medicine cabinet. So I grabbed a chair to stand on top of to grab the medicine. I'm
Oh,
like
jeez.
shimmying over to the side of the chair because I'm like, oh, the medicine's over here. And the chair wobbles. I'm like, whoa, I almost just fell. That was scary. And I get the medicine for Katie, go into the living room, and I'm like, hey guys, I almost just fell in the kitchen. Let me show you what I did. So I proceed to get a chair in the living room, stand on top of it, show them what I do, actually fall. The chair tips over, and I fall.
It wasn't just a fall. It was like she crumbled.
I feel like
Her legs flew up in the
they
air.
really did. I feel like I don't know. My back broke, my legs broke, my neck went.
It was like a fall from Family Guy.
It really was horrible. And so I'm laying on the ground, my legs over like the seat of the chair, and everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" And I'm stunned. My arm is above my head, and I'm like, shoot, I'm a 26-year-old woman, and I just broke my arm. Luckily, I didn't, but boy howdy, I'm so sore. I feel like I got in a car accident from this fall.
And then my favorite part is that Mom rushes over, and I think either Hunter or Wesley, to help you. And meanwhile, I'm laughing my butt off
Yeah,
on
so
the couch.
concerned.
Yeah, I went from feeling so sick to I couldn't contain myself. I was rolling laughing. I knew she was fine.
Yeah, no, I was fine. I was laughing immediately. Like, I was shocked, and I was like, whoa, I just fell, and I was like scared. Like when a kid falls and you're like, don't look at them, they're gonna start crying.
But then what was also good is that her sons were stunned.
They were
They were speechless. Like, did that
Oh,
just
no.
happen? Is she okay? And
They watched the whole thing. I traumatized my children.
well, good, because they don't need to be climbing up on chairs.
No, not at all. So that was pretty
Let that
crazy.
be a lesson to them.
I've got a huge bruise on my thigh, and my elbow is really jacked up right now. So I probably sprained it, if anything. Not broken, definitely not broken, but probably sprained. It really hurts. So that was
My gosh.
that was our lovely Thanksgiving. So yeah.
There was actually a lot more that happened that night. Like, her dog started eating the turkey.
Yeah, a lot of weird things. The kid, my youngest kid, smacked his face on the table while they were running
And then-
around the house.
And that same kid, like, threw a blanket over a table and knocked over a glass of wine.
Yeah. So there was a lot of crazy
Shenanigans.
There were literally only 6 adults in that room, and you would have thought there were like 20 people there with how loud and chaotic it was. But no,
Yes.
just 6. So anyway.
Oh, and at the same time,
What?
At the same time that Leo like threw the blanket and spilled the wine,
Mhm.
the cat jumped up on the mantelpiece and Wesley started screaming.
Oh, yeah.
And so I couldn't figure out if he was screaming at the cat or at Leo because they were happening at the same time.
Yeah. No, he was like, no! He yelled
Yeah,
at
Leo.
Pluto. He
No, he was yelling at
he was
Leo.
yelling at Pluto.
I thought he was yelling at Leo.
Why would he yell at Leo? No.
Because he was throwing the blanket, it could see what was going to
No,
happen.
somebody else was yelling at Leo in that moment, but Wesley was yelling at the cat because he was like, no, 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 no! So, good holiday fun. Can't wait for Christmas.
Oh my gosh.
Just a couple weeks away. So, anyways, let's jump into this. But before we do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because we're trying to hit a goal, and we can't hit that goal without you becoming a sibling today. So do that, okay? All right.
Yes.
Moving on. Now it's time for the actual news. So let's jump into it. Inside Out 2, the trailer, or like a sneak peek, or what was it? A trailer or a sneak peek? Whatever.
Teaser.
It was. A
Teaser.
Okay. That dropped like a week ago or something like that now.
Like a month ago, bro.
No, it was not a month ago. And we have just seen our new emotion, and it's Maya Hawke as Anxiety. So
Yeesh.
what's her face? Riley is now 13, I believe, in this movie, and she's going through puberty or something.
She got
And
that drug problem too.
oh, okay. And
Isn't it one of the new emotions? Addiction.
no, embarrassment. No, embarrassment.
Yeah, addiction.
And then you have
Addiction will
Inui.
fix that.
Inui. I don't know how to pronounce that. Inui. I don't know. And then envy. So you have anxiety, Inui, embarrassment, and
Wait,
envy.
what?
Enui.
What is that?
I don't know.
Is that a person?
It's an emotion apparently.
Look it up. What is
Katie.
Inui?
Katie, look it
Oh,
up.
it's ennui, I think it is.
Ennui. I'm sorry. Is it French?
Ennui.
Ennui?
Yeah.
What the heck kind of emotion is that?
Hey, I'm feeling
Ennui.
a little
It's
ennui.
I am
a feeling.
so ennui right now.
No way. Me too.
It's a feeling of listlessness and dissatisfaction arising from a lack of occupation or excitement. So
You mean
Spec-
bored?
What a specific way to say that.
yeah, a similar word is bored or tedious.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness. Ennui?
Ennui.
How do you
Ennui.
spell that?
Ennui.
Sounds like a part of your body that goes pee or something. I
Wee
don't
wee.
know.
Oh
So-
my gosh.
No, he's
Top
not
tier.
So those are our new emotions that are going to be joining the clan: joy, anger, fear, disgust, and sadness.
You know, I just said, speaking of disgust, I'm listening to what Ileana's saying, but I'm also scrolling on Facebook.
I'm
And
glad
someone
you're paying
just,
attention.
somebody just posted different pictures of belly buttons.
What
That's
are you
disgusting.
doing?
I just said what I'm doing. I'm listening, but I'm scrolling on Facebook and somebody posted a bunch of pictures of different belly buttons.
Psycho.
Yeah, I'm not about that life. Continue.
Are you an innie or an outie?
I'm an innie.
Good.
I'm definitely an innie.
Brian?
I'm whatever I need to be.
Oh, don't even. Give
What
me
in
an
the world?
answer. Are you an
So is
freaking
it when
innie or an outie?
is it like when you sneeze it pops out because you need that extra?
That is disgusting. I hate that visual. Well,
all I'm gonna say is black hole.
okay. So you're like Katie. You both have abysses.
Gosh.
I have an innie, but it stops. So like it goes in and then like twists.
She's
So
very flat stomach, so you know.
I don't think that's it.
Well, good for you.
Did you guys always have caves or what?
Yes,
Well then there you go.
because I've never had a flat stomach.
You what? No, we're not even getting into this conversation.
Why you gotta be like that?
Stop it, you. Stop it. Anyways, Brian, you saw Napoleon over the break. talk about it.
Did he have an innie or an outie?
He said a black hole.
No, did Napoleon have an innie or an outie?
I don't know. He was a little guy.
Little guy.
But okay, so
little
the
belly
movie
button.
Napoleon, directed by Ridley Scott. It's not one of his best. Not even
Really?
close. No. It's long. It's 2.5 hours long. But-
What would you say it was lacking in a Ridley Scott?
Just story, overall story. It's like a biography of Napoleon, but Napoleon's life is so long and so full of history that put it all in just a 2.5 hour film about him and his feelings toward his wife Josephine, played by Vanessa Kirby. Napoleon's played by Joaquin Phoenix. It's just, the movie feels so incomplete. It's just snapshots. It's disappointing. I mean, the movie looks incredible. They spent $200 million on this movie, which they probably won't get back, but it looks fantastic. But it's kind of a bummer, because you just leave the film like, what was the point?
What do you think you could compare it to like a different movie?
You know, I think of like Ridley Scott, when he does historical epics, he can do them. Ridley Scott can direct a war epic scene like nobody else.
Yeah.
If you watch Kingdom of Heaven with Orlando Bloom, that feels more like an actual complete beginning to end movie compared to this one. You know, it's just an incomplete film.
Were there several like battle sequences, or was it mostly dialogue and empty?
No, there's about 3 or 4 epic, huge battle scenes with thousands of extras,
Yeah.
cannon fire, muskets, cavalry, horses stomping all over the place. And that part, if you want, I mean, if this was on an IMAX screen, you're getting your money's worth, because it looks absolutely incredible. But like, I would say even Oppenheimer as a biographical film, that does a much better job of capturing the important parts of Oppenheimer's life and what
Right.
his life was all about, compared to Napoleon as the emperor and king of France, the conqueror, who went everywhere. He went to Russia, he went to Egypt, all of France. It's just such a huge story that it's just compressed into a 2.5 hour film, when honestly this could be an easily 9-hour film or series that, if Ridley Scott could do, it would be great. I mean, Ridley Scott is an excellent filmmaker. It's just that he just doesn't have the time to put into this film, you know. And
Maybe it would have been better to focus on one section of his life rather than like the entirety or something. Or
I think it would have been better off, as it's done by Apple TV. They're producing it. I think they would have been better off spending that money and making this a miniseries and going that route. And from Napoleon as a young boy to a young man in the army,
Yeah.
to the French Revolution, to meeting and marrying Josephine, that whole story. There's a lot that goes on with that, and that part of it is actually very interesting. The whole story between Napoleon and Josephine and their relationship. It's very interesting, because there's a lot of emotional baggage that comes with that. But there's all these epic scenes of Napoleon visiting, conquering all these various places, but it just doesn't carry enough weight because it's just rushed too quick. So you're like, well, Napoleon is supposed to be this brilliant military commander, but you never get a chance to really see that in action, you know. So.
Acting wise, how did everybody do?
Everybody's great. The acting is excellent. But Joaquin Phoenix is excellent. It's not his best. Nowhere near as good. But again, Vanessa Kirby, if you see Vanessa Kirby act in anything, you would know that she's the real deal. She is an absolute incredible actress. Just carries so much emotion in her face, and she's incredible. I love watching her perform.
How was the score? The film
Score was great. Score was great. Do recommend it. It'll probably be nominated for best score at the Oscars.
Okay.
It will get nominated for a few technical awards. It will not be nominated for best picture. It will not be nominated for best director.
Or actor.
No, not this one. No.
Okay. Well, so did you give it a grade yet?
If I were to give it a grade, it would be a C+. Yeah, it's just not. There are better Ridley Scott films out there.
Okay. Well, that's fair. That's that. Bump that was there. Thank you, Brian.
Yeah, of course.
All right, moving on. Next over to Katie as she saw The Marvels over the break. Yeah, that. You said it was good. However, it's not showing that it's doing well. So, elaborate.
Okay, so one of the reasons why is it's not doing well. You have lots of reasons: MCU fatigue, superhero fatigue. You got to remember that the first Captain Marvel movie made over $1 billion. This movie is barely, it probably didn't even make back what it put in. Which is a shame because it really is a good film. In fact, it's a great film. And here's why I think it's great. It's not trying to be anything cutting edge. It's not trying to be anything brand new. It's not trying to set a new standard or break a mold or anything. It's just a fun movie. It's clean. It's a movie that you can take your mom to. And in fact, I did take my mom, and we had a lot of great time with it. She actually really, really enjoyed it. It's very fun. It's very, very funny, and just lighthearted. Just a good action film. You have to have a little bit of knowledge of previous installments within the MCU, such as Miss Marvel on Disney Plus. You would have also had to see, I think, a bit of WandaVision. For oh my gosh, what is her name? Proton. How she actually became Proton. She's actually Captain Rambeau. Now she's Captain Rambeau. How she got her superpowers. None of that is really mentioned. You just have to infer that if you've not seen any of the previous MCU installments. But nonetheless, Carol Danvers, played by Brie Larson, she's fantastic, very enjoyable. But the person that really steals the movie is Iman Vellani playing Miss Marvel, just a teenage girl who has light powers, and she's always looked up to Captain Marvel. She wants to be and meet Captain Marvel. They want to be besties, and so she finally does, and she's just so incredibly charming in this film. Lots of fun moments. For example, this isn't really a spoiler, but they go to this planet where their dialogue is through singing. So they speak English, the lyrics are in English, but they sing, and that's how they speak. They don't understand you unless you're singing. But the prince of the planet, he actually just speaks in common tongue like we do, and Captain Marvel says it's because he's bilingual. And it's just the delivery of the line that makes you laugh. And I don't know, just stuff like that just makes it really fun. So I would definitely suggest going to see The Marvels. And I think audience scores agree. I think the audience score is actually like somewhere in the 80s, even though Metacritic is low, is maybe like in the 60s or something like that. 6 out of 10 on IMDb. But when you look at the what the people say, they like it. And so I think it's a good movie to go see.
Well, there you have it. I'm glad Mom enjoyed it too, because she's kind of like iffy on some of those types of movies.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that she had a good time as well.
Yeah, lots of fun. Very what's the word? Lots of, not energy. What's the word? Actiony. Good gosh. Lots of action.
Did it give us a glimpse or a clue as to what the next idea is for Marvel? Or
two huge things. So they're going to reboot the MCU with the Young Marvels, or the Young Avengers, which I think we've been knowing that's coming. But this is a huge spoiler, and I actually covered my mouth in the theater because I was so excited.
So is this what they said in trailers? This is the one thing that's going to change everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So it's been a long time coming, but we are finally getting our X-Men movie. And I couldn't be more excited. What happened was, Proton, one of the Marvels, Proton, she was put into this split dimension. Of course, you have all these dimensions, which it makes sense. It's not convoluted. And when she woke up, Beast from X-Men was evaluating her. And just that reveal, I was like, oh my gosh, it's actually happening. And
wait, which Beast? Kelsey Grammer Beast or Nicholas Hoult Beast?
I don't know. I think I've read that Kelsey Grammer plans to reprise his role, but I don't know how true that is. Anyway, so it's a big deal because if you know anything about the Fox versus Disney thing, you know that's been why there's been a hang-up with X-Men. And so I guess there's finally a little bit of give, so we can finally get the ball rolling on some X-Men, and I'm really excited on that. And I think that'll be a good thing for superhero movies in general.
To get something a little weird, not as clean cut as some of these other superheroes.
Something familiar but new. Something we haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah. Where are the Fantastic Four?
Fantastic Four sucks.
Bring them back.
No, don't.
They're making that. They're planning on it.
It
Where
sucks,
are they
though.
hiding?
Well, Mr. Fantastic, or whatever his name is, he died in Doctor Strange.
Well,
I mean, he exploded. Yeah, he did.
Exploded.
He did.
But that was like a different version, right? Like a
alternate universe.
Maybe a multiverse.
Yeah, Multiverse of Madness. I mean, that's what it was called.
Y'all, Loki season 2 is just kind of
I heard it's the best season.
That's not what I've heard.
Everybody's saying Loki is the greatest MCU character of all time.
Not. I'm sorry. His character is so flip-floppy that I'm like, what? Who is he? What is his personality? Because
what is he, a pancake?
At one moment, he's like devious and what's another word? Mischievous or anything like that. And then flip him over and he's caring and cautious. What? I'm confused. What is this character? I thought he was supposed to be like very mischievous and
basically whatever suits him. He'll care about whatever will help him out in the long run.
But that's not what's happening in this. It's like, oh, but we have to save everybody, and to save this one girl and the other Loki, or stop the other. I don't. Not my favorite thing. I'm sorry to say. Maybe I'm just not getting it. I don't know. But one thing I am getting, and Brian's right there with me, is Invincible Season 2. Now that is a good season.
Great show.
So far, so good.
Great show.
Loving what I'm watching. I'm a couple episodes behind. Brian is actually maybe
I'm one episode behind.
Yeah,
I'm one episode behind.
But it's so good. So
Stupid
good.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Thanksgiving got in the way. But they picked up right where they left off.
It's currently streaming on Amazon Prime.
Yes, Prime, and it's so good. It really is.
It's like I said before, it's like a comic book, graphic novel come to life.
Yeah.
And I just like watching like the background of the animation, the way they've drawn everything, and the way they animate people in the backgrounds too. It's just like, I don't know, it's just so cool.
Yeah.
It's really neat. And it's almost like a Justice League that is rated R, you know?
Yeah,
And
R-rated Justice League.
R-rated Justice League. That's
The Boys.
honestly that's what it is.
The boys just hand drawn.
Yeah, and it just works. So I mean, if you like the classic superhero DC characters, watch Invincible. It's great.
It's funny that they did that, you know, because we all watched those series as a kid, and they're like, hey, those kids that watch that same stuff are grown-ups now and can watch mature material. So let's give them still that cartoony, colorful feel, but now let's make it gory. Now let's add curse words, because y'all are mature now, and this is mature content. Let's really bash some heads in and show some guts spilling.
Oh my gosh. And nothing prepares you for just the amount of carnage.
Oh,
that,
it's insane every single time.
You gotta understand that if Superman were to punch you at full strength, me, a regular guy, if he was like, hey, I'm not gonna hold back, okay? You think you can handle this?
Your head would explode.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I mean, yeah, literally he would be scraping you off his knuckles. You know, and that's kind of what the show is.
Yeah, it's gruesome.
But it's it's just fun.
Like, people will get split in half and like
what I think about it now, Invincible is like when you were a kid and you were doodling in school and you were doodling superheroes, and what would happen if they got run over by a train or something, and they're just bodies and guts
mangled
and eyeballs sticking out everywhere, and
it's so awful.
It's like it makes the kid in you feel alive, like, yay.
That person got split in half, so that's what that looks like. Yeah, no.
And the first episode of this season, the premiere episode, it has Sterling K. Brown in it. Sterling K. Brown is the African American character in This Is Us.
Yeah, the Brainiac.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah. And so hearing Sterling K. Brown's smooth, very polite voice in that show is just so weird. And then Seth Rogen, I think he's also one of the producers on the show, so he makes an appearance.
He did play one of the characters in an early episode in the first season.
Spoiler, he returns, and it's great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's great. So I'm telling you, if you're not watching Invincible, give it a shot. I might get caught up tonight right after this podcast. This is just too fun.
I have to be in the right mood for it, because sometimes I just can't handle the guts and gore. Like, I have to have like eaten my dinner and like already started to digest it, because I feel sick.
I've been watching on Saturday mornings.
Right when
in a
you
different
wake
room.
up?
I'll go to. Yeah, pretty much. It's because it's like a Saturday morning cartoon for adults. It's really what it is. And so the kids will be in upstairs, and I'll be watching it in the basement, eating cereal, and it's just perfect.
Oh, man, that's sick.
Better than Napoleon. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, man, poor Ridley Scott. Do better. No, it really is a great show. I just have to be in the right mindset. Sometimes I want to watch that, and then sometimes I want to watch something nice and wholesome, like the Great British Baking Show, which is a completely opposite. So, I don't know. There's two sides of the same coin of me that I gotta pick which I want to watch today. I'm like, yeah, let's bash some heads in. Woo! Or, it's a soggy bottom. No, don't send them home. They're amazing. Oh, no. We love them so much. So, two sides. But anyways, that was Invincible Season 2.
Yes.
Now, we're almost done with this news. This is like bittersweet news, and this is when Katie comes back in. The Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC wave.
I thought you were like, bittersweet Henry Kissinger?
Oh,
man.
no! Yeah, he passed away at 100. That's pretty cool that you can pass away at 100. So, yeah, thoughts and prayers for his family. But anyways, no, what's bittersweet is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe concludes the DLC wave. We just had our last one, and now it's over. I think that is the end of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, as we have it now for the Switch. And
what a ride.
It'll
No
now
pun
just
intended.
be time for them to release a new game because we're so impatient.
Yes, and I read somewhere that this is one of Nintendo's most expensive games that they've ever made. And
Mario
it shows,
Kart 8 Deluxe?
Yeah, think about it, because they have to, it's a remake, or not a remake, but they kept the game going, and they keep the live service going.
Yeah.
It is a very clean game. It is
Which,
very
Mario
well
Kart?
made.
This is Mario
Yes.
Kart 8 Deluxe.
I
It is
disagree
very-
100%.
Whoa.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, that it is very well made.
Yeah, it's not well made.
No.
How is it
is.
not well made?
The controls are hideous.
Are you
What?
insane?
You didn't
They
choose a
are.
right cart.
Are
then.
no, are you insane?
Controls are hideous for Mario Kart. Can't stand it.
What do you want it to be? You want to use
It-
the triggers to drive?
No, look, listen, you know what? I'm going to say this and then you guys can speak, okay? The controls for Mario Kart 8 are so bad. And the game is so easy. It's no fun. It's no fun. There's no competition within the game whatsoever. You're just primed to win. There's no the levels have no challenge to them whatsoever. After playing the Mario Kart games, and maybe I'm just an old guy. I'm just an old guy, and I remember playing Mario 64 and being like, "This is the greatest Mario Kart game." It is. Nothing can stand against it. Okay, nothing. But the new one is so made for kids, so everybody feels like a winner.
That is a spicy take.
I gotta say how wrong you are. Okay.
You are so very wrong.
Now,
Okay, let me say first.
Wait.
Okay.
I can say there are some baby levels, okay? I will agree with you on that. There are some levels that are just really simple. There's nothing to it. It is just driving and you're avoiding objects that are being thrown at you, okay? That I can totally agree with. However, you've got some really hard levels in there too, with twists and turns and everything like that, and obstacles that you have to avoid. And they have an added hardness feature. Try playing on 200cc, all right? That is hard. I don't even do that, and I'm like a veteran in Mario Kart. I don't play 200cc because that's stupid hard. You're gonna be hitting walls. You're gonna be hitting stupid stuff the whole time. Like, no. And then, difficulty level, play online against other people across the world. That is so hard. You will get your butt handed to you so many times. You will be in second place, get hit by so many turtle shells, hit a banana on accident, boom, you're in 11th. It sucks, okay?
Wait, one more thing I want to say,
Okay.
and then I'll let you guys. And then the fact that you don't get 3 red shells or 3 green shells at a time.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't. I never
Yes,
get them.
you do.
Never. I never ever get them.
They are in the game.
It's so rigged. I can't stand it.
Here's
I'll let
here's
you-
why.
And
You're not,
there's
you're
no
not
way
going-
you can't take anybody out of the game. You can't subtract them out of the game. You know, you
What do you
can't
mean
do it.
subtract them out of the game?
To have that edge where you can, again, Wario Stadium N64, at a certain spot you can take somebody out completely and put them back at square one. Can't do that in this Mario 8.
I know what you mean, but
Same
so
with like
what?
Same with like Choco Mountain 64. If you were to fall off
Yeah.
that cliff and keep falling off that cliff, and I don't think that makes it fun. I think that makes it aggravating.
Yeah.
But that's part of the challenge. If somebody
No.
takes you out of that, then you got to try to get back into the game, and it can be done, but it's
I think that's
Okay, but
super
here's
aggravating.
the other challenge. Here's the other challenge. When you are playing with other people and you don't have that assisted tool on there, what is it called when you have the thing that helps you?
the drive or steer assist or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
whatever.
and I hate
When-
that thing. Hate it.
Okay, when you don't have that on and you fall off the sides, you're done. You're not gonna win.
Yeah.
You're not gonna win unless you get like a bullet bill or you get
A
your
star.
3 red turtle shells, which you do get.
Yeah.
You don't get those if you're at the beginning. If you're like in first place or second place, you're not gonna get those.
You'll even get
They
like
are there
the,
to
the
help
8
you.
Deluxe thing, which that's rare. That's
Yeah.
rare to get, where you have
really-
like, all
yeah.
the stuff circling you and you can pick which one you want. So-
But when you're talking about difficulty levels, you're obviously not thinking about all the Bowser levels. You're not thinking about your Rainbow Roads, which there are many Rainbow Roads.
that Space Station Rainbow Road is hard. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't like that one. It's hard.
Yeah. There are a lot of levels that when you play even just on 150, like Neo Bowser,
Oh, I love
that
Neo
one
Bowser.
is so twisty, and when you're playing it really fast, that you have to have technical prowess. You have to have your skills up if you're going to win, especially if you're playing against the world. And this is a game that I've had since it came out on the Switch,
almost
and
7
I
years ago.
still, yeah, and I'm really good at it. But when I'm playing people around the world, it doesn't matter how good you are.
No, it doesn't.
Because there's always going to be somebody better than you. And you're always like, one more race.
Yeah.
One more race.
And when
Because
you
it's
get that
addicting,
crown
too.
in a worldwide match, you
It's good.
feel
It
like
feels
you
good.
earned it because
Yeah.
it was hard.
Yeah.
So-
So, no, I don't agree with you on that one, Brian, in the slightest bit.
I think you
It
need to
is-
play with people who will challenge you. Play online.
Yeah, don't play against
World-
don't play against your kids.
No,
Don't
have
play
the
on
steer
50
assist
or 100.
Play 200.
None of that.
Go worldwide. Let those Chinese people beat you because they will. They will. They
The Japanese will,
Yeah.
and the Koreans.
Those Asian guys, they know. They are so good at it that they beat me every time. I'm like, why do I even try? Why? They'll always beat me. So, no.
All right, I'm gonna give it a shot.
Give it a shot.
Let you know. Let you know
And
how it works.
finally, you'll drop back far enough where you will see the red 3 turtle shells. So,
Yeah,
it will happen
right.
finally.
But I want to
You'll-
have
you'll
them
get
when I'm
your
in
turtle
third
shells.
No!
place.
Why?
Cause I want to
So
dominate.
actually, this might
What?
this might infuriate you some more. Nintendo did a patch on the game where stuff like that is less likely to happen. So if you're in first place, you're mostly going to be getting 1 green shell, a banana peel, or a coin.
Oh man, you get a stupid coin.
Yeah,
Gosh.
or a coin. So they made that patch. They also made the patch where
Get
the
that poop outta here,
mystery
man.
boxes don't appear as quickly or something like that, or slowly, something to that matter, just to make it a little bit more difficult or easy. I honestly don't remember which way it goes. But so they did add a last patch to the game as like this last hurrah with a wave and everything. We did just get the last drop of characters. Funky Kong, Paulina. No, was she already there? I
No,
don't remember.
Pauline was just added.
Okay, and Funky Kong, and was it Diddy as well?
Diddy Kong, Petey Piranha.
Yeah. Wriggler was one of them.
Yeah.
So, and that's
Kamek,
it.
I
That's
think.
it for Mario Kart. Now we'll just have to wait for the new system to drop with a new game, because this one's already been out for probably 8 years now, 8 or 7, because it was on the Wii U. So,
Probably a little bit longer than that.
right. So it's been a hot minute, and
They've milked it, and we appreciate that.
They added new levels, which is great. They redid a lot of old levels, and they used tour levels. So they threw in a whole bunch of stuff, and I could see where it may have cost them a lot of money, but I think people are ready for new. It's time
Yeah.
for new graphics, for a new gimmick. Like you have the anti-gravity gimmick in this one, and I think we're just ready for a new, you know, a new.
But I'll still probably play this one for a long time.
Oh, absolutely. I did the same thing with the Wii for the longest time. You know, people were playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or 8, whatever, on the Wii U, and I was like, I'm still gonna play on my Wii. Mostly because I didn't have a Wii U, but I also liked Wii. I loved the levels on the Wii.
Yeah.
So I'll still play what I got, you know.
Oh yeah.
And that's it. That's it. Yeah. That's it. Next week when we come live again, we will be talking about the Game Awards, okay? The list has dropped. We want to see who the nominees are. We want to get our votes in. We want to talk about, why we're voting for certain people. So that will be next week's.
And I've got
episode.
opinions, okay?
Save them for
I've
next
got big ol' opinions. I've been playing the heck out of Octopath Traveler 2. Not nominated for anything.
week. It's
Are
kind of
you
an under
kidding
the radar
me?
game.
Which is insane. It sold over 1 million copies. It is an outstanding game. Don't get me started.
That's
I don't.
chump change for games. I'm sorry.
No, not for a game like that. If you sell 1 million copies, that's awesome.
Oh, and speaking of, this has nothing to do with. I just looked at my stickers on my notebook and saw Yubaba from Spirited Away, and I was like, oh, The Boy and the Heron. That is coming out.
Yeah.
So a new Ghibli movie coming to theaters very soon.
The Boy and the Heroine? What's that?
Oh no, The Boy and the
No.
Heron. You dingbat!
God.
Look at him laughing. Do you see that?
I'm so done with this kid.
Oh my! Get him out of here! Where's the cane to pull him to the side?
Yeah. Gosh.
So, anyways, we'll be talking about Game Awards next week, and then I'm gonna go see Boy and the Heron. Katie, are you gonna go see that one in theater?
I thought we were going together.
Let's all go. Brian, not you. You're not allowed.
We don't like you anymore.
Anyways, that will conclude this week's episode of Bump That. We hope that you guys enjoyed it. We're back. We're, probably back for another 2 weeks because then we've got Christmas break. So, and
Check out some of our other episodes.
yeah, there's some good token stuff in there. The good episodes. Go on.
Good things.
And
yeah.
if you've made it this far and you're not subscribed, come on. Hit the subscribe button, friend. Become a sibling today. All right? Join the siblings. And speaking of, we've got Brian in this corner.
Heroin.
Okay. We've got KT in this corner.
Go on, tap the button. Tap it. Oh my gosh, can I please tell you guys a quick joke? Please,
What?
please.
What?
There's a clip of South Park where Jimmy is acting like Gandalf, and he's trying to stop some like a giant
Oh.
group of kids.
You
Wait,
should not
wait. I hate you. Oh my god, I wanted to say it.
I didn't even hear
Go
it. What
ahead
is
and
it?
say it.
Yeah,
You can do it better
so
than
he's
I can.
he's trying to stop a group of kids that are running past him, and he's like, "You shall not pay. You shall not pay. You shall not pay."
Oh.
For those, Jimmy is a handicapped child.
Oh my gosh! That's awful.
And they just trample him. If you've also never seen Jimmy sing the 12 Days of Christmas, go look that up.
That's the best.
That is awful.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. He's
Wow.
singing it at a like a thing for City Hall, and all those people fall asleep in the audience.
Oh no, that's awful. I'm gonna conclude this episode. I'm Ileana, your host. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Bump That, probably your last, and we'll see you guys maybe in next week's episode. Bye bye.
Day.